So it was, what was it, National Alligator Day? It's no longer that. But we're going to talk about all kinds of crocodilians today. Chuck, can you give us a little bit of a history on the National Alligator?
All right. I got a question before I say anything.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep it PG?
Never.
Of course not.
Okay. So, National Alligator Day is a day in which we celebrate the American alligator because it once was almost extinct in the 1940s. Laws passed, and of course, the farming of alligators brought them back because hunters weren't able to hunt them as much. So we just bring awareness to the fact that that did happen so that people build a better relationship with our American alligators because they're doing great now. They're big in numbers.
Real good.
They're doing amazing. So
They're doing so good, they're trying to hunt them again.
Not really. Well, the hunting still happens. You just need like special permits, and it's only a certain amount of people that are allowed a year.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's good. So we just want people to still be aware. So the day started in 2021, and it was started by Wild Florida.
Hell yeah.
AKA our job.
Whoa. That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
So
we'll talk more about that later.
Wild Florida started National Alligator Day, and of course, everyone followed from there. It's on tons of calendars, and everybody that works with alligators or crocodilians in general.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody posted about it, spoke about it, and everybody's super happy, except for one place, dude.
Wonder what place that was.
What place was it?
Gatorland, dude.
No way.
Gatorland had no National Alligator Day post.
But they have it in their name.
Yeah, and they're the alligator capital of the world. They still didn't post on National Alligator Day. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. It's crazy style. Do you know why that is?
Pettiness is what it is. It's all pettiness.
No. It's copyright.
no.
It's copyright.
Oh, no. Every other park was able to post and speak on it. Everybody around it except for them.
Wonder why.
Just because they want to be petty. And it's like, we're celebrating the same thing that we all work with. You couldn't even do that because you want to be petty. I don't know. I just thought that was funny, so I posted it on my story. I was laughing, dude. I'm like, no way you're not posting on National Alligator Day.
How was the general consensus within the influencer community on that regard?
They loved it. I got so many DMs laughing, like,
Yeah.
dude, that's crazy. And then everybody's saying, like, oh, what was it? What is it that they call themselves? The alligator capital of the world.
Uh-huh.
Yet they can't celebrate alligators on National Alligator Day.
It's not a
Now-
recognized
because
holiday to
another
them.
park created it.
Yeah. Now, look, let's be honest. I'm sure they're a little busy. You think they forgot?
No, come on, bro. Come on, dude. Don't do that.
Every single one of the gators
Don't
there
do
was
that.
reminding them.
Don't do that. That capital, the alligator, quote unquote, capital of the world, which means nothing. Didn't post on National Alligator Day. Did not say a thing.
Kind of a fire marketing term.
What do you mean?
Alligator capital of the world?
Yeah. Oh, that's why they
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it
I
because
know,
it sounds fire, but it means nothing. They don't have the most.
It's all in
They don't-
lowercase.
Yeah. They don't have the most, and like alligators are in the southeastern United States. Like most people don't really work with alligators outside of this side
Yeah.
of the world.
Interesting. Cool. Well, before we
Happy
get
World
started,
Gator Day.
before we get super started on all of our topics today, of course, like,
a member.
subscribe,
Oh,
share
fun.
with your reptile loving friends. This is the Reptiles with podcast. All right. First thing I have for us. Apparently, some lady got wrecked by a gator recently in actually
Happy
kind of
National
close.
Alligator Day.
Yeah.
bro.
So check this out, guys.
That guy is big. He looks fake. I'm going in the bushes. Oh my God.
On May 6, 2025, 61-year-old Cynthia and her husband Dave were paddling across Lake Kissimmee in Florida. It was a quiet Tuesday afternoon, the sun was shining, the lake was calm, the water only 2.5 feet deep, just enough for something to strike from below, and it was mating season. As they drifted along in their 14-foot canoe, they noticed something on the shoreline, a massive alligator completely still, just watching. One of them pulled out a phone and started recording. In the video you hear Cynthia gasp, "That guy is big." They keep paddling, the camera stays locked on the gator, then it lifts its head, turns and stares. Without blinking, it starts walking right toward the water, never breaking eye contact. Then, boom, the water erupts, the alligator lunges, slamming into the canoe, the screen goes black, the canoe flips. Cynthia and Dave are thrown into the water, and that's when the nightmare begins. The alligator grabs Cynthia, drags her under, Dave fights back, swinging the paddle, screaming for help. but it's too late. By the time rescuers arrive, Cynthia's body is found floating near the shore. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Officials say it was the second deadly attack in Lake Kissimmee in just 2 months, something that almost never happens. If you guys want to listen to more fucked up stories like this, then like and follow.
Oh my god. Anyways, obviously tragic. Sorry that happened to that lady. We're not gonna sit here and just super make fun of her.
Yeah.
Chuck clearly is. He's making faces.
No, I'm
at
not
me.
making fun of her. That video is.
Oh, yeah, thoughts. What are our
Right.
thoughts so far?
That's not the alligator.
That's not the video?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I had
really?
A feeling. I had a feeling. I wanted
Yeah,
to say
no.
something. Yeah.
That video, that guy just goes, yo, stop moving, and they keep kayaking. He just grabbed a random video and put the story to the video.
Because I've seen that video before and it was
Yeah.
a different story and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no,
but
that's-
it is kind of
No,
sus that the things are happening.
that's not what happened.
I know that's not what happened, but I think it's interesting.
What's
'Cause
interesting about
it's so easy to get things like misconstrued and stuff when you don't have the full story. But when you see Gator and somebody dying on the news,
You
all
automatically
reason just
yeah.
goes out the door. And it's really hard to explain the situation without sounding like there's no remorse for the person.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So now, so I guess the main theme that I wanted to have for this episode is, yeah, we're probably going to be going through a bunch of different kind of crocodilian attacks. I have a couple, and it might seem doom and gloom, but the theme that I want to have and what I want to talk about is ways that we can avoid these situations to respect the animals and make sure that nobody gets hurt. Because in the end of the day, while we're out there herping and hiking, we need to remain safe. All right. Now, this is the news talking about the situation.
Husband and wife were canoeing in a 14-foot canoe in approximately 2.5 feet of water. Their canoe passed over a large alligator. The alligator thrashed and tipped the canoe over, and both individuals ended up in the water. Cynthia Diekema, age 61, of Davenport, was sitting in the bow of the canoe at the time of the incident. She ended up on top of the alligator in the water and was bitten. Her husband attempted to intervene, but was unsuccessful. She was later spotted by a Polk County Sheriff's Office helicopter and recovered by FWC officers on a vessel. Contracted nuisance alligators responded to the scene last night and recovered an 11-foot 4-inch alligator, matching the length description of the alligator involved in the incident.
So just to make things clear, like I'm pretty sure I already have it, that situation is different from the video we just saw. That's
The guy on the
Yes.
video tried to tell that story
With
by
that
using
video.
by using fake stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
And there was where my confusion was, because I can totally tell what could happen, or at least what I think could have happened in that story. And I wanted to hear what you had to say about it. There was nothing mentioned about the alligator getting out into it.
that
It's
never
already in
happened.
the water.
Yeah, it was already in the water.
So they just passed over it.
Yeah,
And
and
it
2
freaked
feet
the
of
fuck
water.
out.
Yeah, 2 feet of
And
water,
it
so his back
thrashed.
is up. Yep.
Okay, so that gator did not come up to them at all.
No, they put the kayak on top of the
Yes.
alligator, whether it's by accident, whether it's on purpose, whether like whatever. They put the kayak over the alligator. The alligator got scared
Yes.
because something is above it, touching it, and it could be another alligator grabbing him. So he turned around and gave it a bite, bow, and kept swimming.
That's what I thought. That was what I was thinking in my head. I was like, wait.
It was just a natural instinct of the animal
Yeah,
itself.
if somebody comes over to you, you're by yourself, and they grab your shoulder, you might react by hitting them.
Or, if it's me, kissing them.
Shut up. But no, that's just the natural reaction of the alligator. So it's not an alligator attack. You fucked up by putting a kayak on top of the alligator's back.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's
people.
super unfortunate.
Yeah,
and-
no, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Like you don't want that to happen to anyone, but it's not an attack. You put a kayak on
and
its
if
back.
it's not somebody like messing with the gator, it's always that. It's
Yeah.
usually because you can't see them sometimes when they're in water. I don't care how shallow it is. They're
Yeah.
good at camouflage when they need to be.
Yeah.
You
It's
can
like the
touch it and
woman-
they get scared. Instinct.
It's like the
thing
woman that
happens.
was diving, and as she came up, the gator was like floating, and then she put her head under his head.
And he reacts.
Yeah, he reacted and grabbed her arm and took it off. It's
Yeah.
like you scared it.
Yeah.
Like that's not an attack. That's not
Yeah.
him being mean or aggressive. That's you putting a kayak on the animal's back.
Yeah.
They're not gonna be like, "Oh, sorry," and keep
Now,
swimming.
speculation. What do you think happens when they find the animal?
They kill him.
They kill him?
Yeah,
Okay.
How do you
Especially-
prove that's the animal though? Because
you don't.
You identify it. It was
You don't.
clearly 11.
It was a gator.
It was
Yeah.
exactly
They catch-
11 feet
they
4
catch-
inches.
They catch a gator and they kill it
Yeah.
just to say, "Oh, we did the thing."
Yeah.
We think it's this one, so that people shut up because people want revenge
That is
after
true.
that. So they just grab one random alligator and they kill it.
Unfortunate. Any other comments on this situation?
I would have bought it.
You would have bought the gator?
Yeah,
How much do you think it
How
would
much,
have
yeah, I
cost?
was gonna say.
11 foot.
Like $20?
Jesus.
$100? For real?
I'd be like regular, like 1,000.
Whoa.
But it has a body on it, so like 2,000.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
All right, I got the next one. All right. Florida man swims
Another one.
in lake full of alligators, allegedly attempts to assault police officers with garden shears, is fatally shot. All right. A 42-year-old man in Florida was fatally shot after surviving a swim through a lake full of
The
alligators.
gator shot him. God bless.
And allegedly attempting to assault a police officer. On Monday, May 26, Thomas Schultz died after members of the Polk County Sheriff's Office opened fire on him. Apparently, they were alerted because that day there was a bizarre man shaking. Wait, sorry, hold up. At the
You've
time,
been trying to read it. It's confusing, man.
At the time, the 911 caller described him as bizarre and shaking. That's Tom Schultz. While at a local racetrack, the responding officers were unable to find him when they arrived at the track approximately 3 minutes after the call came in. Judd said that a search for Schultz went for about an hour and a half. A second call came in about Schultz around 7 in the morning. In a witness described him as this white guy, noting that he was in a lake that was full of a lot of alligators and that he seemed drunk or high. Schultz reportedly refused a life preserver while they were trying to catch him. They say that their deputies arrived immediately. And pretty much, yeah, he fucking was swimming around and then eventually came up and got shooted at. Now,
By the gators.
yeah, by the Gators.
Was he resisting though?
I don't know, but apparently that's what's going on out here in these
In these parts.
in
It's
these
that time
parts
of the
Florida.
year, bro.
Yeah,
It's the time of the year
People
when
like to go outside and frolic with the gators.
yeah.
They get
even in captivity. Watch.
well, people like to go out and frolic with the gators.
No, people get fucked up
Oh, I'm
this
sure.
time of year. From now
Yeah.
to August, watch.
Is that people are always like, oh, it's breeding season. Is that what's going on?
No, breeding season's already over. It's just the heat.
They're just around.
They're just like even in captivity, they're just hot.
active.
Yeah,
They're just hot. They're like out hunting and they're like being an alligator.
and hot,
Just
hot, and sexy.
Yeah, literally.
All right, tourist dumb decision nearly cost him his life in crocodile
Another
enclosure. Yeah, but this was not here.
People frolicking with crocodiles in captivity.
Ooh,
just said that.
There you go. Okay,
I wonder what's next.
now there's a video on here. I don't know. I'm gonna read the article first, and then we'll decide if we want to watch the video. Okay.
I wouldn't watch it.
All right. Shocking video shows the moment of a tourist stupidly climbing into a crocodile's enclosure to pose for selfies. The brainless visitor, 29, thought that the 15-foot reptile was a statue in a zoo in
I've seen this.
Zamboanga in the Philippines.
I want to watch this.
In the video, the man is climbing over a chain link fence and wading over the water through before pulling out a cell phone and grinning. Suddenly, the fully grown female croc named Lele charges toward the man, sinking her fangs into his arm.
Fangs.
Gruesome footage shows the tourist screaming in pain as the animal clamps her jaws around his arms.
All right, let me see this.
Yeah,
Okay. Let me
I've
see
seen
this.
it. I've seen it.
Is it as gruesome as they're describing?
It feels fake, but it's real. He gets grabbed and thrashed around real
Okay.
nice.
It says a viewer's discretion is advised, so noted.
Ay lang lihok lang ga, kay ko imo siya ikapo lihok kun iya man kay baliktaron jud. Gilak na
Holy
niya imong
fuck.
pagang. Agoy, Ginoo ko lay. Maluoy ka lay. Lay. Lay maluoy ka taon lay. Ayaw taon lay. Langga ngano ning sulod man ka dya langga. Kabalo man jud ka nga buaya na jagang. Langga buah. Loy maluoy mo. Maluoy ka. Lay jala ko jud
Oh.
ayaw na sa dadagasa lay. Lay ayaw na siya bali ilay. Maluoy ka lay.
He's
Butan
taking-
mo na
yeah,
siya
he's taking
lay. Langga ayaw na siya ikapa langga. Langga ayaw langga.
Does it get worse than this? Oh, he's rolling.
Agoy Ginoo ko lay.
She's rolling.
Jesus, lay maluoy ka lay.
No.
Diyos alay. Lay
Rolling.
ayaw sa taong ka na lay. Diyos ko. Please lang. Kitabang mo tawon. Kung saan may nakaon ni mo dong misulod na kaya dong kabalong
Holy
ka na
fuck.
buaya ya dong.
If we have any listeners in the Philippines, let us know what they say in the comments, please.
Dong, ayaw sawi, dong, ayaw sa kwana, dong, maluoy ka, dong.
And where are the zookeepers?
What do you want them to do? First of all,
Something.
nothing. If that happens on my job, guess what? What do you want me to do?
Report.
Stop that shit.
All right.
What do you want me to do?
I don't know.
What do you
Okay,
want me to do?
So this was my
Straight up,
question.
what do you want me to do?
I don't know, but
There's nothing to do.
Is there no protocol for
There
a
is
situation?
nothing, dude. 2,000 psi of pressure. There is nothing you can do to stop it. That is it. They're done.
Just press the red button. Like there's nothing you can do.
Nothing. Nothing at all.
You can't jump the fence.
Nothing at all.
You can't ask the gator nicely.
I'm gonna die with you. Nothing at all. You're done.
Well, I tried.
Is it not your job to die with the person?
Nope. No, I'll take care of the animal. I feed him, and he's getting fed.
Damn.
Like for real. Like I think guests ask me this all the time. They're like, "Oh, if somebody
Yeah.
falls in. What do you do? Wait. What do you want me to do? Jump in for what? What can I do? Tell me, Yoshi. What
Let
can I
us
do?
know in the comments what you should do.
Yeah. What the fuck can I do?
I'm gonna have those gators and Crocs trained.
Yo, talking to the mic for the love of Christ.
I'm gonna have those gators and Crocs trained to the point
You're
where
not
I can
allowed
be-
in.
Let me finish my point. I'm gonna be so well with them, and I'm gonna train them so well. And I'm gonna be like, drop it, drop it. I won't have to say it 3 times because by the time I say it the second time, the person's already back on the bridge.
Shut up. Like, for real. You
Yeah, this
asked,
guy, no
you
faith.
asked, where's the zookeeper for what?
Yeah.
Why?
No, because I would have thought. I'm not in the field. I would have thought that there's some kind of protocol.
There is not. What is there to do?
You shoot the person.
What
just
are,
get it over
what are
with
the
quicker.
possibilities?
What happened to Harambe? What did they do to Harambe?
That's different. That's a mammal on land. Soft skin.
What did they do? Oh, okay. That was the answer,
They
right?
shot his ass.
Yeah.
Soft
They
skin.
can't shoot a gator.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Shoot a gator or a croc. Go ahead. Be my fucking guest.
Just use a big gun.
They're gonna you know what happens if you shoot a croc
What?
or a gator?
They chew the bullet and spit it out.
Their muscles just go crazy. You're just gonna make it worse. Go ahead.
Yeah.
If you don't kill it, guess what? Now he's real mad.
Big boy mad?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I don't know, man.
There's nothing to do, Yoshi.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
If you're in a pond and you get grabbed by a croc, I'm just gonna look at you and be like, God damn, dude, you fucked up. You thought it was fake, it's real. For real.
That's crazy.
And we got even bro, I work with 16-foot Nile crocodiles, and there's no guests in there, but even with my team, it's like, yo, you get grabbed, you're fucked. You know that, right?
Yeah.
a weird feeling,
Man, maybe you can't talk about this, but in the field, do you see that somebody making guests
Yes.
making stupid decisions often, like that, getting way too close to an enclosure,
So
trying to jump a fence? You ever seen anything
yeah,
like that?
not jumping fences ever. I've seen people put their finger through the fence and poke a crocodile in his face. Whoa! A man, like a grown man, not a kid, a grown man poking a croc in his face. And when I worked at Gatorland, there was this woman. So at Gatorland, there's this the breeding marsh with a boardwalk or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And there's a fence, and there's a net that holds, if you drop your phone, it holds there.
Yeah.
Somebody put their newborn child on that net to take a photo.
Good strat.
Yeah, they got kicked out of the park.
They should get their child taken away from them.
They got kicked out of the park.
The child
That's
got kicked
crazy.
Yeah, it's bad.
out. Oh my god.
It can be the worst I've seen on my current job is finger to the face. We fixed that by closing down the whole fence because at first we wanted people to get close. Now we're like, yo, fuck you.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Mitigate stupidity.
yeah. Other than that, everything has secondary fences. People throw rocks, but that doesn't count. That's not putting yourself in danger. I think now the most dangerous thing is us working with them.
Got you.
If you trip and fall in front of a 16-foot Nile, he grabs you. There is physically nothing I can do.
I thought you were stronger than this, Chuck. Yeah, I thought you were Captain Puerto Rico.
Listen, dude.
No, he
listen.
can do that with the caimans, just not the Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, listen, dude. Fucking.
I was watching one of your reels the other day, and you're working with the caiman, right?
Uh-huh.
And then it goes and it it bites, and then you hear in the
remember
background,
this
"Ooh!"
Dude, it got real close. I
Yeah.
stopped it right there. My finger's next to its mouth. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
One time we were catching these crocs, and my boss asked me to lift the foot of the croc.
Lift the foot of the croc. Okay,
Would not lift.
from how strong it is.
He just went. and there was like it wasn't even moving, and I was trying. Like
Damn.
I was putting my back, my legs all into
Yeah.
it. Nothing moved.
That's
If
crazy.
you get grabbed, you're fucked.
Yeah.
crazy style.
I saw a video similar to what we just saw.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I sent it on the group chat, but I didn't add it to any topics.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was in Southeast Asia or South America. But a lady got dragged in by a croc. And you couldn't really tell how big the croc was because they're in the water. All you see is this lady floating in the water. And all you see, it was like within 2 seconds, you just see like a flip. She's on the other side. And I think it's an arm or a leg. In the I think it was a leg in the croc's mouth, and it just keeps going.
Yep.
And then the video continued of them down the stream. I don't know. It's very
Yeah.
Dude,
surreal.
you seen the video of the skull that I have posted?
But hold on. Here's what makes that
Yeah.
scary for me, at least. When I hear about the shit happening with gators and stuff with people here,
Yeah.
it's like you really wonder how people get in those situations sometimes. Besides the thing that happened with this lady with the,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the canoe thing, because most of the time it's people messing with the animals. But in those countries, they're not out there messing with the animals at all.
They're
That's what makes
living.
it scary for me
They're
because it's
living.
like that's just where they live.
Yeah.
And I would assume they're actually naturally still on the menu
Yeah.
for those animals.
For
Regular-
Niles
yeah,
and Salties and
Regular
others.
scheduled programming there.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
I see those videos and I react very differently than if we're watching a video
Like
of someone
stupidity,
getting-
somebody doing something dumb.
It's a lot more like
You think the selfie was worth it?
no, because you can't enjoy it. You're
You think the crocodile was magic? That was my bad angle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my
Shit.
fucking worst angle. What's wrong with you?
Dude, this is a skull. That's a skull.
Yeah.
Crocodile ASMR.
Imagine if you get grabbed.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna sound like that. That's a deer.
Yeah. You know what,
You'll
dude?
hear it.
Like, to be honest with you, I don't even think that could happen to me. I'm way too fast. I'm gonna be super honest with you. I'm agile. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I've seen people that say shit like that,
Yeah.
and then they trip and fall.
Literally, as we finished this podcast, Chuck was like, start the video again. Something just fucking happened. All right, so I don't even know where I'm going to put this, but I'm assuming it's somewhere in the middle of this episode. Chuck, what the fuck is going on?
So we finished the podcast. I go on my phone and I see news about something involving an alligator.
Uh-huh.
And this is what I read. 2 motorcyclists were involved in a crash yesterday at approximately 6 p.m. on I-4.
Okay.
The motorcycle struck an alligator in a roadway, causing both riders to veer off the roadway to the left. They enter a wooded area and would collide with a tree.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck.
So they hit the gator, they go flying and hit a tree.
Yeah.
Some GTA shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. I don't know if they're dead. It doesn't say if they're dead or alive, but
Listen, they hit a fucking tree on a motorcycle.
yeah.
Chances
You
are.
have better chances of hitting a car like off of a motorcycle than a tree.
Yeah, the tree's not moving.
For whatever reason, for obvious reasons, trees are way better at killing than they should.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, so
Yeah, they'll pull out knives and shit from like their brains. And everything. They'll start
so how do you think
grabbing
the alligator's doing, first of all? He's
it. What the fuck is
fucked.
the alligator doing on I-4?
Wait. What were they on again?
Motorcycles.
I think the alligator's fine.
I don't know about
I
that,
don't
man.
know. He probably got something broken.
He's definitely hurt.
Depending how fast they were going.
Yeah.
How big was it? Was it a little guy or?
Did it
doesn't
say what
say.
kind of motorcycles?
Yeah.
What kind?
I don't know motorcycles.
Let me see.
Because if we're like a speed
It's like
bike,
choppers or sports
yeah.
bikes.
It's
we
right
could-
here.
this is a Suzuki and a Kawasaki Ninja. So those are probably
They went
speed
flying,
bikes.
They died.
Yeah, they're for sure because those are speed bikes. Those are they're dead. But they're lightweight, so I think the alligator's fine.
Not fine. His back's definitely broken, but he's still alive at the scene.
Yeah, that's a hard hit.
Yeah, I mean
That's a hard fucking
It's
hit.
a hard hit.
on
but
I-4 and hit trees.
What does it
no,
say
they're,
where on
yeah,
I-4?
they're RIP'd.
Yeah.
yeah.
does it say we're on I-4?
Yeah, I think so. Wow.
Yeah.
So while you
Fuck.
drive, watch out for animals.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something else we
that's
didn't
scary.
think of. We didn't talk about is just fucking that. We
speed
were so
bump.
worried about nature, like being out physically, but also while you're driving.
Hey, the
yeah.
road's still in the room.
I-4 near marker 110 in Orange City.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That's down south.
Wow, dude.
That is some shit that would happen in South Florida.
Yep. Gators out here just dropping bodies.
Hey, they're trying to
this
get
year.
they're trying to get home from work too. Can't
Yeah.
complain.
That is crazy. Well, rest in pieces. This is very fucking
What the fuck is
recent.
happening,
That's
man?
crazy that popped up right away.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Well, I'll put this where it goes.
Dude, can you believe we're getting sponsored by the biggest reptile company yet?
I can't. We just gotta tell Yoshi, see what he thinks.
All right, Yoshi.
Oh my god, this is not what it looks like.
This video is sponsored by Morph Market, the world's largest marketplace for reptiles, amphibians, and even arachnids. Buy directly from verified sellers. Whether you're a first-time keeper or a hobbyist, Morph Market connects you with the best in the hobby.
I use it for shipping.
Always use Morph Market for your next reptile. Let's keep on going.
All right, we all know reptiles need bugs. And what better place to look for your bugs than online, not just any place, at dubia.com. Because on there, not only can you find dubia roaches, you can find hornworms, you can find mealworms, and Discord roaches for your Florida folks. And while you're at it, you can go and scrolling through on their website. They also sell really awesome front open enclosures, super easy to build. So this is a nice example of one of their 4x2s, and I'm currently working on saving up to get some of their 4x4s, so these little carpet pythons can get nice and big and look awesome.
Before we
Oh my
get
God, I
into trying to figure out how we can avoid issues like this, the best way to support the boys is becoming a member. In this box right here, you'll see it in the next episode. I'm gonna open this, but this is a nice little package here. We got some merch that we're gonna talk more about in the new episode. But if you go to the website now, preview the brand new merch designs. All right, how can we avoid stupidity, guys?
Education, but that only goes so far.
Of course, yeah.
It doesn't go too far.
How do you, like, we're out in nature, we're out, Tyler, a year ago went out and he saw a giant fucking gator in a place that we go to frequently. How do we avoid these kinds of issues?
But
What's your
hold on, what
advice?
was the issue there?
No. Oh,
There was no issue, it just happened.
Yeah,
okay.
like that happened, Tyler walked away.
Uh-huh.
But let's say Florida man goes out there, he's like, I'm running from the cops and I don't want anything to happen from me. How do we avoid these fucking issues?
Okay, so
Yeah.
How do we avoid Florida man versus crocodile issues?
No, just staying away from stupidity.
Oh, I mean, education, but again, it's
What are your tips?
be educated about where you are.
I got you, dude.
No, no,
Go,
listen.
fuck. This
Yeah,
guy's like,
I was gonna let him.
education.
What?
I was gonna
be
let him.
educated.
You didn't fucking let me.
And do the education part of
No,
it.
no,
Remember that
listen.
when you go outside, you must be educated.
Listen. If you're to go outside, take some initiative to understand where you are, learn about what can be dangerous, the same way that people will research a bunch of stuff about where to go when they travel and stuff. Like, they'll watch a million videos about how to stay safe when they go into like a metropolitan area. But then, we'll go in nature and then act like everything's all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
And then they have no idea what to do when they see a snake crossing away, or if they see a gator in the water miles away from them. They start freaking out and they don't want to ever come back again. Because that's stuff that I see a lot at my current job right now. People come to the area, they see these animals, and they're so disgusted and afraid that they leave without even wanting to know what's happening. It's like, guys, you're here. We have signs all over the place. Take some initiative and look at what you're looking at. And no, it's one thing for people to take initiative and understand where they are and learning about what's outside. But of course, in my perspective, being the educator, it's also important for me to give that information out. But the thing is, sometimes people don't want to listen. And I think that's what makes problems, because then they don't understand what's at stake. At least in my opinion. The fuck were you going to say? Just chomping at the bit.
Okay, so this is my fucking job every day, and I gotta repeat it every day about 4 times a day. Okay. So first, you can't feed alligators; it's illegal. You could go to jail. But also, you're teaching them to approach people. So if you're feeding alligators, if you don't go to jail, the alligator approaches people. Now you're taught it to approach anybody, you, child, your neighbor, anybody, somebody walking a dog, and now you created a problem not just for you but for everybody around. Number 2, if you're gonna go into alligator habitat, if you're going during breeding season, the likelihood of you getting fucked up by an alligator goes up, so don't do that. And then if you're going into alligator habitat without the breeding season, just be aware of where they are. Don't put a kayak on their back. Like, be aware of where you're moving. Move slow. They usually just move away from you. They leave you alone unless they're being fed. But if you're in a big habitat, usually that's not the case. So they usually stay away from you. Be aware of where they are. If you see one, keep a distance. Don't get too close. Try to take a selfie. Try to take a photo. Do it from a distance. Leave the gator alone, because they don't know what you're trying to do. They don't understand how a phone works. They don't understand what the fuck photos are. They're just basking, chilling, but you're going to go over to it and try and take a photo. To them, You're standing way taller than they are. They're so close to the ground. If they're on land, they're going to feel threatened. They might turn around and bite you. If they're in the water and you get too close, same thing. They don't know what you're doing. They don't
I
understand.
think there's a lack of respect for animals too.
Yeah, it's like manatees live with alligators, but alligators don't eat live manatees. They swim around all the time. Same thing with humans. You can swim around an alligator all day long and the alligator won't care. They won't care. It's only whenever we become too curious and start doing dumb shit that you end up getting fucked up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I got a story actually.
Ooh.
I had an old man. Fuck that guy.
Rest in peace.
Jesus. No, this old man came over to me and he was like, I have a problem you need to fix.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, sir, tell me what it is. There's an alligator in my fishing spot. And I was like, that's not a problem. Sounds like you're out in nature. He's like, well, he's trying to take my fish. And I'm like, well, you're in its habitat taking its fish. So, like, that makes sense. Just leave it alone. You'll be fine. He's like, nope. He needs to be killed. Somebody needs to come over and kill it. And I got so fucking angry, dude. I got so angry. I looked at that man and I said, you're 175. You're about to die anyways. Nobody cares about you. Just live the little bit of life you got left. And if you got issues going outside, stay indoors.
Yeah.
And his wife was like, you are so rude. I was like, I could get worse.
Was this at work?
Yep.
Hell yeah, brother.
I was like, I could get worse, lady. I could get way worse. Like, you're going outside and fishing in alligator habitat and you're bitching about alligators being there.
Yeah.
And you want them to get killed. Shut up.
Lack of respect.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Your wife pegs you.
Oh, fuck. Do we want to watch another bite?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, God.
Black caiman.
Oh, fuck. Those are bad.
But look at what this guy's doing.
Oh, wait.
Missed.
That's interesting, though.
All right, talk to me.
That behavior is very interesting. That's
What?
fishing behavior.
Interesting.
What's fishing behavior? What do you mean?
Whenever they jump with their side with the head sideways like that.
Oh,
trying to
they're
catch.
trying to catch.
Fish. He
Okay.
probably thought that was Aropima. That's how they catch them. They jump up and then they curve
But
all the
how
way
was
back
he,
down.
why,
to
why
grab
was he thinking that was an Arapaima? Like, do they
It's a
wait
big
for
boat
Arapaima
to swim
Oh,
by
got
in its
you.
murky water?
Oh.
I see.
And he was invisible. They
That's
usually
interesting.
just catch the Aropima sideways like that. There's videos like, bro, hundreds of them doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
Whenever it gets dry and all the fish get stuck in puddles,
Yeah.
all of the caiman do that. Like the alligators, the gator hole.
Okay.
Remember what they were
Yeah,
doing?
yeah, yeah.
Same exact behavior.
We
way
gotta go
bigger.
back. I haven't gone back.
It's fucked now.
what do you
should be
mean
getting
fuck now?
better, though, no?
Like
There's
there's a
rain
lot
right
of
now.
water.
It's too much water.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fine. Yeah.
But if,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if it was drier, we would have like
Because
all
last
the
time we
gators
went,
in.
there was no water.
Yeah,
And it was fucking raining.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and we couldn't record, but that was
Yeah.
fire. The gator hole's fire. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
rain probably got that shit back up.
Yeah. This one was adorable. It's a baby alligator, and look what he's doing. Little death rolls. Aw.
Teaching them young.
Hell yeah.
You ain't gotta teach them, bud.
You ever
used to
got
do
bit
that?
by like a baby alligator in the finger and it tries to death roll?
Not death row, no, not that I can think. We used to get like big pieces of meat, like the chicken drumstick, and
Yeah.
drop it in with the baby Niles, and all of them would grab the drumstick and just fucking death
Yeah.
roll all at the same time.
That's crazy.
It's fun.
I want to say that baby crocodilians are some of the cutest animals ever.
Agree.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Agree.
Little killers.
I love them. Little killers.
All right. I got another one. What do you guys think about this? This one was the craziest one that I saw. Holy fuck.
That's not real. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
One more time, one more
Come
time,
on,
one more
bro.
time.
Don't do that. Don't do that. That's so stupid. That's so stupid.
That was the alligator from the AI thumbnail that I made.
Stupid.
All right, now this one, I'm sure you guys know about. I don't really know much about this, and I'm assuming that Eric is about to give us a lot of information on this.
I already know what it is.
This is a jaw of an adult saltwater crocodile, and this is the real jaw from a Chronosaurus. Sure, it's a little bit bigger, but what people don't realize is that this Chronosaurus jaw is of a juvenile. If it had reached adulthood, the jaw itself would have been as long as the entire body of a mature saltwater crocodile. And then just last week, we find this, a bone with a bite mark going through it. Next to it, a Chronosaurus tooth, which fits perfectly into the bite mark. Follow along if you want to find out more about this incredible creature.
Hold on. I want to
and
know
what
why
we
you think I have a
discover
lot to
next.
say about this.
Well,
Prehistoric dinosaur shit.
yeah.
I'm not that good with that shit.
Yeah, but you're touched by the.
I'm sure it's coded, but like,
Dude, that
I'm
shit's
not that
fire.
good with
So
it.
you saw the jaw of that?
what I
man?
will say.
I thought you were gonna say something like that. This was bullshit.
No.
No, okay.
That's
Talk to me
fucking
about
insane.
this. Give
Yeah.
me more information about this.
That's a monitor lizard.
What do you mean?
That Chronosaurus motherfucker is in the same family as the Mosasaurus, which is in the same family.
Didn't
as
this
the
guy
monitor.
just complain 3 seconds ago? Why would you assume that I know a single fucking thing about this animal? Oh, I don't fucking. Did you know that was a monitor lizard? It's actually
Is
not
it a monitor?
Not a monitor lizard, but that's
An
like if you
ant-
trace it back.
Can you
they're
show me a
close
photo
relatives.
of?
The big ass motherfucker from Jurassic World that ate everybody in the water,
Got you.
but like way smaller. They were never that big. They were never that big.
Got you.
Obviously, that guy was huge, but
Yeah.
they're
Yeah, he
aquatic
was.
lizards. Well, it's really cool though, because a lot of shit.
No, go. Go.
Go.
This was why I put it. It's because I knew this was gonna happen. All right, go.
That they live. They all. They all fucking lived at a time where all the fish were reptiles. Like all the a lot of the aquatic reptiles look like fish for real.
Okay.
For real.
Yeah. It's like the shark looking one.
The
Definitely,
ichthyosaurus
you know,
and all those
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, we didn't assume, but we knew.
Yeah,
Fuck
that
you
was
guys.
crazy.
What else do I know? Let me unload it now
Yeah, give me the
before I
load.
out myself later. I don't know anything else at the moment.
There was a Croc found in Disney. Okay,
Disney World.
let me know when you see it.
A real croc?
Yeah, do you guys see it?
I don't see anything.
Here, all right, Eric, examine it first and don't say anything. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
Holy
Fucking
shit,
ride, too. That's
dude!
insane. That's fucking insane.
I'm gonna put the photo up, and I'm not gonna tell you guys where it is, but comment when you find it.
Listen, the mouse needs to take care of its visitors. Real shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm honestly super surprised that they were so negligent that was just out there like that. Yeah,
But hey, because people have Disney Plus subscriptions, they can't sue.
there you go. It's there was a thing about
Yeah.
that.
Some lady died because there was some bullshit with like peanut allergy shit on the menu, and the guy who tried to sue was, well, I don't know if it's still ongoing, but he wasn't allowed to sue because on the terms and conditions of Disney Plus it says that you can't sue Disney or some shit. No, of course not straight up like that.
Yeah,
but the
this
terms
is
and
all alleged.
conditions made it so that they couldn't sue.
By the way, that guy that did that to the menu went to jail. Is
Yeah,
currently
and
in jail.
and that happened too, which I thought was
Yeah.
insane.
You know what the craziest part was?
What?
Is that before going to jail, he got bit by an alligator.
No way.
Yeah,
No, you're
dude.
joking.
I just had to tie it in back to the episode.
joking.
That was totally unconfirmed news.
No, I was like, what the fuck?
I had to tie it in somehow. Finding the right substrate is a paramount part of reptile keeping. And if you're looking for the best cocoa option, we recommend Cocoa to Go. Cocoa can be used for reptiles, amphibians, and even plants, so they're perfect for any kind of setup. So we make sure to use Cocoa to Go. Let them know that the Reptiles With podcast sent you.
What do you know about crocodilians?
I know almost everything about crocodiles.
I know everything about crocodilians.
I can tell
Actually,
you any scientific name right now.
All right, let's see.
trying to think of one he doesn't know. The mugger.
Mugger crocodile is Crocodilus.
Got his ass.
Oh, shit.
Laterostris.
Lies.
All right, give him another one. Give
All
him
right.
another one.
I lied.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
That's not it. I got you for real.
No.
What do you mean you lied?
I didn't lie. I just said I was
He was
being
fucking
funny.
around.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a podcast. He was, you know.
All right. The Siamese. I know you know that one.
Crocodilus siamensis. It's
Easy enough.
Are there any crocodilians that to you, I mean, we know the thing. Okay. Are there any crocodilians that stick out to you and you're like, that animal is extremely special?
Ooh,
a bunch.
the black caiman.
A bunch. That's one. So
The black caiman, is that the one that
I always hear that one's
that
different
goes
than
to like
everybody else.
terrestrial?
Those are like the dwarf caimans, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
does the dwarf croc do the same thing? Is that a thing? The smaller crocodilians get out of the water more?
Yeah, they have to because they're scared to go into deep water with the real Crocs.
That makes sense. Poor guys.
I
It's tough
felt
for
that
them to be able to-
emotionally.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's a few because a lot of people don't understand like how deep it gets because like the black caiman's not.
It's not even a caiman.
Technically, it is, but it's not. It's not the same genus as all the other caimans. It's on its own.
Melanosuchus.
Melanosuchus niger.
Melanosuchus is the okay. What's the genus of the other caimans?
Caiman.
Caiman. Okay.
Yeah, and the Melanosuchus is on its own. So it's like different than all the other caiman and all the other alligators. Then you have slender snouted
I was
crocodiles.
about to ask where are they at.
Mesostops. And then mesostops is their own thing as well. Those are slender snouted crocodiles. And then you have the dwarf caiman are on their own. And then the dwarf croc is on its own. And then Gario and Tomistoma.
Is there something in crocodiles that shouldn't be?
Crocodilus. It all checks out, really. They all have very similar build. When slender snouted crocodiles were in crocodilus, they did not belong there whatsoever. They're very different.
When did they get moved? Was it recent? Or?
Yeah, very recent. And a second species got found as well, very recent. So those made sense to separate. And yeah, all the other ones have similarities with other ones. Like the West African crocodile, I think it is more closely related to the American crocodiles than it is to the Nile.
That's insane.
Yeah, so like they came from the same background. So all the crocodilians go back to Africa pretty much. So the Cuban, the Morelettes, the American, and the Orinoco are more closely related to the West African. And then the American and the Orinoco have very similar builds as well. So like all of those, they have similarities with one another, so they belong there. Slender snouts, their snout shape is just fucking insane. One of them is longer than the other, and the color is very brown.
Is it like one's like darker than the other?
What?
The slender snouts?
I've never seen the other slender snout, so I'm not sure if color has to do with it. And then slender snouts in general, bro, nobody knows anything about them. Like the Mesostops cataphractus, the ones we have 2 regular ones and a black one. Where does the black one come from? We don't know.
Are they just hard to get to in the wild where they're from?
Yeah.
Is it just like a population thing? Is it a terrain thing?
Is a terrain
political thing?
It's terrain thing, and scientists don't go much. There was a guy going out and getting studies done, but I haven't heard of him. Probably dead.
Oh, how did he die?
Slender snouted crocodile. Dude, also they're like torpedoes.
Really?
Like the one I work with now, finally I get to work with one that I get to name. Name their torpedo, because I've always said they're torpedoes. They run fast as fuck on land, they swim fast as fuck underwater, and they'll jump up like a fucking dolphin to get you. It's fucking great. It's amazing.
That's really cool.
Hell yeah.
So slender snouts.
Cool. All right. This was
I
the
like
Reptiles with Podcast.